my first experience for this software, I was genuinely impressed by its capabilities, innovations, practical applications. It was like, wow. Having worked with the pharmaceutical sector, I immediately recognize it has a potential to enhance compliances, quality management, and operational efficiency with overall organization performance. What impressed me even more was the technology are transforming hard work into a smart work across the industries. I remember when we were doing the inspection, we should be very careful about the observation part, and the most difficult and time taken was the reporting with the proper references and the standard clause. But when I used it and I see the report and its report format, I was totally amazed. Like seriously, it was so comprehensive and high standard reports got in just few minutes. That was really amazed me regarding those things. As someone is associated with the pharmaceutical industries, I strongly believe that this solution can help organization to strengthen their quality system and improve quality compliances. This software is truly a valuable tool for the organization seeking continuously improvements.
This is amazing tool in terms of saving time, easy to use. It's very simple as ABC, and it's reduce the cost, improve the efficiency, make better decisions, and improve the overall performance is amazing. And the best part is consistent. So as you know that that technology is changing the way organization inspect and audit, but technology alone is not enough. Real transformation happens when people adopt a new ways of working, and that we need to adopt as soon as possible before it's too late. As you know that I'm change practitioner, and I see that is all over the world, and technology wise, and even if you look at any aspect of the of life is changing.
Good afternoon and good morning to different places in the world. We have delegates from Saudi Arabia, Canada, Africa, Pakistan, Dubai, and several other places. So I would like to welcome all of you. I would just like to show one of the output of this particular tool, which I have personally used on a company. It was an oil and gas company, and I did an inspection. First of all, I would like to just show you quickly that how professionally the table of contents are being designed in it, which showing the strengths and inspection details, corrective actions, root cause analysis, inspection confidence. This is a 34-page report which believe this report came within 5 minutes in the system. So much detail. Definitely we have to put certain context of the organization, with Asim Khan will explain when he will come after me. So it will give you all the scope and methodology, what are the exclusions and limitations. Automatically it is coming, and this all report is editable, which you can edit at your ease, whatever be the executive summary, inspection overview, and all the other things, strengths and practices as well. And it also show that in which situation your system is, like for example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whether you are in reactive, development, managed, proactive, or optimized stage. Like this company is in developing stage, so it shows. And this result come from a formula on the back end, which I will show you at a later stage. And this come with the number of findings which are coming during the inspection. It show you the key priority findings as well, that what should be the findings. The concept of this tool is that what you have to do, you have to take certain pictures or videos. With the help of certain pictures and videos, this report will automatically give you the detail of either it's in QHSC or food safety. Like in this particular picture, please confirm, can you see the picture now on the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. On the left-hand side, a picture has been taken. And on the right side, the result is coming that with the help of the AI, that there are certain minor floor debris which is available on the floor, and there are inconsistent eye protection. This has been noted by our AI tool, and it is being organized and shown in the four different aspects. Like red is high priority, yellow is significant, blue is improvement opportunity, and green is the compliant. So see the way the professional, how professional is the writing of the finding of this tool. Like first observation is multiple workers are observed wearing hard hats and coveralls, but safety glasses are not consistently worn over the eyes, including a potential gap in PPE enforcement for eye protection. What I have done actually during my inspection, I taken out certain 15-20 pictures, and I just uploaded on the app which is available on my mobile. I took the picture from the mobile, I uploaded on in the mobile the app tool. Automatically within 4 or 5 minutes, this whole report is coming in front of me with all these details like significant, and then you can say, see that there is a risk also mentioning here the workers are at risk of eye injuries from flying debris, dust, or chemical splashes during the operations. And impact is also coming that if it happen, failure to comply may result in work injury, medical cost, lost work days, and potential regulatory fines as well. Normally, when we conduct any audit or inspection, the recommendation is not the responsibility of the auditor or inspector. But this tool is so capable that it is also giving you a recommendation that how to get rid of it. The recommendation in this case, for example, is it is recommended that management enforce the mandatory use of safety glasses over the eyes in designated areas and conduct toolbox talks on the importance of consistent eye protection. The beauty of this tool is that there are certain references of different standards like ISO standard, so the building code standard, modern standard, industrial standard, sustainability standard, IT standard, whatever standard you want to do, you can make it in the system on the back end, and the whatever the finding is coming, it is giving you a reference of that particular clause. Like in this case, Saudi Labor Law Article 120 is not being followed, which is employer duty to provide safety measures. I am in this field for the last more than 25, 26 years, but really to get the right clause from a specific standard is not such an easy thing, especially if it is a different kind of standards we are using. So in this case, it is very useful when you are conducting any inspection or audit to get not only the observation, the risk, the impact, the recommendation, but also the reference of that particular clause which not being followed. So this is one of the most beautiful thing of this tool. You might say that this is a very simple picture. Okay, fine. I will show you now a very complicated picture, which I'm sure that if you have not seen that machine, you will not be able to identify that which kind of machine is it. But this tool is capable of understanding that what machine is it, and it is capable of finding the problems in it. You can see this picture now. Sarma, can you see the picture now? The process area 3
yes,
of 3?
I can. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. So in this case, this machine, if you are not an auditor of API or you're not an oil and gas auditor or inspector, you will not be able to find out that this which kind of machine is it. Basically, it's a submerged arc welding machine, SAW we call it. And this tool is capable of identifying that which kind of machine is it and what problems are coming in this case. It has identified like 4 different problems: lack of fume extraction, which is significant; exposed SAW process area, which is high priority; minor housekeeping issues, which is improvement opportunity; and in the last, unsecured cable and hoses, which again is a significant item. I will just discuss one item here, which is of the high priority, the welding head and immediate operational zone of the submerged arc welding SAW machine appear exposed, lacking specific guarding of arc flash, heat, or fume containment. this is the right problem which is in this machine right now. See the wording, see the style of writing this particular problem. And again, the risk which is identified, that workers are at high risk of severe burns, eye damage from arc flash, respiratory issues from welding fumes, or electrical shock if the area is active without proper controls. And what are the impact? Failure to comply may result in severe work injury, regulatory fines, operational disruptions, and potential legal actions. Again, recommendation is coming that it is recommended that engineering controls such as arc flash, barriers, local exhaust ventilation, and guarding for electrical connections be implemented around the SAW process area. Again, the beautiful part is the reference. Saudi Labor Law Article 120 to 123, protection from hazard, and also the SASO Technical Regulation for Machinery Safety Clause number 4.1, General Safety Requirements. I'm sure many of you are auditors and inspectors here. You will be very happy to see these things, that how the references are automatically coming in this tool. Again, I'm mentioning that this all is the editable part. You can change whatever you want. In rest of the item is like after this, even it is you feel that it is the raw material storage area. So this tool is automatically identifying that which area is this. It is a raw material area. It is a process area. In the last, it is also mentioning that findings by area, like the statistics, that how many in production floor, how many in process area, and how many in raw material storage area the issues are, which are critical, major, or minor. And then the severity as well coming afterwards. Then the whole CAPA, corrective action plan, which is normally it is not available, and people take so much time to make the CAPA, corrective and action plan. For each and every non-conformity, each corrective action is being mentioned here with severity, quantity, areas, image number for the traceability purpose, priority, who is responsible person, like in this case, HSC manager, and due date. Again, since it is an editable format, you can change the responsibility, change the due date, whatever you want, but at least you got the whole structure, all the areas, image number, corrective actions, these all are automatically coming with it. Normally, people are finding great problem in getting the root cause analysis, which I have been noted down with my clients. They are not able to find out. And this is the very important item in this tool, that root cause are also coming for each non-conformity. That for the first one is safety training program deficiency, electrical safety management failure, inventory management system failure, something like that. So it is also helpful for those companies who are utilizing this tool internally for their internal audits. So what I'm mentioning here, that this tool is equally useful for inspection companies who are doing third-party inspections, and at the same time, it is also equally useful for an internal audit as well. Right now, we are in negotiation with certain third-party inspection for this product. Some are using it now, and some internal audit companies, they are using it for internal audit as well. So, as I mentioned, that these all are utilized with the help of certain. This is the most important part, which I like. With the help of these pictures and videos, the tool is recommending you that what kind of trainings are required for your organization, like machine safety and LOTO procedures, ventilation and air quality, electrical safety awareness, safety signage and demarcation, PPE selection and compliance, who will attend, what is the objective, what is the priority, how much the duration. So at least you got an idea which you can implement later on. Then I mentioned that the 5 priority items for the management, facility compliance requirements separately, and then the standard one, that in the background, the standard laws are there. For example, in while I am conducting this audit in Saudi Arabia, so the Saudi law will be appearing. If you are conducting in Canada, the Canadian law will appear. If you are conducting in Pakistan or Africa, those standards will automatically be coming. Like here in Saudi labor law, Saudi civil defense, Saudi building code, SASO standard and CEC standard, General Authority for Metrology, MODON, Royal Commission, ISO standard, and so on. So this is the most important part. Usually, for this is also very important, the risk register. Usually, you give $1,000 to the consultants to make the risk register. While with this tool, only with the help of pictures and videos, you are also getting the risk register for free, identifying the risk description, likelihood, consequence, risk level, clause reference as well. Again, since it is editable, you can use it in your easiness, whatever you want. In the meanwhile, I will request all of you to please write your name, email, and phone number in the chat, so we will be able to send you the sub certificate afterwards. So this is the risk register in the last. So again, just this is a grading criteria, like out of 100 marks, how we have distributed, what is the coverage factor, what is the score, and how it is in A, B, C, D criteria for less greater than 90, 75, 60, 40, 40 something like that. And this is the whole story of this 34 page. I am telling you, this 34-page report has come within 5 minutes. I was in the shop floor. I took the picture. I uploaded in my phone. While I came back to the office, within 5 minutes, the report was ready. So again, I'm just refreshing that this tool is applicable and useful for both the items, both the companies, whether you are a third party inspection or you are doing it a second party inspection or audit, you can utilize it that well as well. And plus, you can also use, if you are a company and you want to use it for your internal audit, it is useful for both of the items.
Okay, so I would like to ask you, could you share your experience with Inspect 360 so far?
Thank you very much once more. I think Mr. Cameron have said so many things, even the CEO, Mr. Asim. I would just also like to add small to what I know, or after I must have used the Inspect 360. So today, I'm really excited to share my personal experience and operational evaluation of Inspect 360, an AI-powered inspection and reporting platform designed to transform how we handle our day-to-day outfit workflows in the field, which I was very impressed. When I break down the platform across my core evaluation categories, the result reflects strong, reliable performance right across the board. But what does that actually mean for an auditor on a daily basis? That's what I'm going to explain right now. And this is from my own experience. The 4 key drives for field audit. That is based on my personal testing and looking at the strategic value Inspect 360 brings to the field work. 4 major drives stand out. First, the drastic time savings. By auto-populating findings and organizing visual evidence during the actual workflow, I no longer waste hours typing up notes and matching photos to report back at the office. That was easy for me. The admin burden drops down significantly. The other point is consistent quality. Human error is naturally reduced because the AI provides an objective baseline for risk tagging. This creates a uniform reporting standard across all field inspections. Like for me at once, I'm an organic auditor. When I was carrying out my audit, I had to test it there too to see how it functions. So I was very, very impressed. The real-time actionability, defects and findings are categorized immediately. This means team leads can initiate corrective actions workflow right away without wasting days for manual document drafting. Uninterrupted field access. As I often experience remote site audits frequently lack reliable connectivity, Inspect 360 seamlessly buffers the data locality while offline, then synchronize automatically the moment you establish the connection. Means when you are in the field, you don't even need internet. Just take photos, take every video once you are in the field, but After when you go out, when you get into connection, just upload it and you have your information right away. So what I got there, what I got from that Inspect 360 that really touched me at the end is from my own experience. Inspect 360 isn't just about replacing paper with screen. It's about removing friction from our day-to-day work so we can focus on high value quality. Thank you very much.
Now, I would like to bring in Mr. Asim Khan into the conversation, who is the maestro behind the development of the Inspect 360. His vision has actually turned this, resulted in an amazing tool for all of us. Mr. Asim, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. I can hear you. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
And,
assalam.
and hello to everybody. Basically, what happened till now, everybody has explained their experiences, the technology behind it. Now we will see how it operates and what are the logics behind it. So we have this dashboard, and I will take one facility which is called Age Steel for the example. So what happened whenever we create an organization, first exercise we do is we set up its contacts. And the way we set up its contacts is we define the organization where it's located. For example, if it's in Saudi Arabia, what's the nature of the industry? That's critical for us. If it's pharmaceutical industry, everything changes. If it's a manufacturing industry, the laws, applicable laws, environmental laws, that changes. So one important thing is to establish context of organization is you have to mention the nature of industry and where it is located, which country. Then we move to the department part. The good part with this app is it has a function of it can suggest you what usually are the department for this nature of industry. Similarly, with the designations, processes, assets, so forth, so on. So when we are doing context analysis, we are trying to collect the information of that particular industry, of that particular site, what they do, what they make, what's their finished product. And the app is smart enough that once we go in the basic info, or if we have just mentioned their website, it start doing the analysis in AI contact analysis and pulls all the information like 11 departments, typical products which gonna have, what are the applicable laws based on the country and the nature of industry, what applicable laws are applied to them, right? So these are the basic things. Plus, it also focuses what are the risk factor for this type of industry. So when it's conducting inspection, it has real focus. So context analysis is the first part we do for any organization. Once it's done, it's very simple. We move to inspection. And for example, we have already done one inspection. Let's show you how it's done. So the company name is HSteel, and we have two options here. Either we do the visual AI-based inspection, which is completely autonomous, like you just have to give the pictures and the report which you were seeing, it's all there. The other is the conventional way where we have the checklist, and for against each checklist, we do the marking, tick marking everything. So if we want to do the visual one, like this one we can easily do it. Now it asks you what inspection type. Since it's an inspection application, you have option. Are you going to do a safety inspection of this site? Are you going to do the asset inspection of the equipments, logistic inspection, construction site inspection, or food safety inspection? Depending upon the nature of industry, this would be available. Once you choose what kind of inspection you're going to do, you can start your inspection. And here the magic happens. Once you reach this point, all you have to do, we have an option of quick capture. You upload your images, or if you have already had a previous images uploaded in your account, it can pull from there. For example, we had 10 images. I can take all these 10, select it, and I'll run the analysis. So as somebody else was mentioning, it works offline and online both ways. So this can be done at real time when you are at the premises, or you might come back to your office and you upload the images from your phone or from your laptop or from your camera. What right now what's happening, that this AI application is not only analyzing the images, is trying to map them to the real places, which images belong to, let's say, a production floor, which belongs to raw material storage. Okay, so this is what it has done right now. I save this and I go back, and now I have got the option what sort of report I want. If I say I want a full compliance report, this might take 2 to 3 minutes. It does the analysis. It identify what legal laws are applicable. It gives us an option in between these analysis, that either we can, change the criteria of something which we think AI thinks it's severe and you think it's not that important. So you can classify the findings again, since AI is just assisting you, it's not replacing you. So human factor is always important. Or once it gives you a finding, you review it, you can change it online, and you can take the final decision. So usually now it has reached to 3 areas. You can see it has taken 34 seconds, typically 2 to 3 minutes, depending upon number of images and the load on the AI server. So typically we can wait for this right now. I can share with you a complete example of the report again, overview of the report. This is the usually a title page. This is a ISO requirement of document control system with the revision history, and we move to the basic scope methodology, exclusion if applicable, executive summary is similar like this. It also map, geolocation is used to map things. Uh, Overview, what has been covered in what departments, what offices, and then again start with this the findings. One is the left side is the original picture, right side is are the findings, and similarly it goes all. Let me check back whether it's completed. Yeah, okay. So we have came back what we have uploaded, and this is the point where we can change. If we think it's not critical, it's minor, we can change it. Either we can totally remove it. You don't accept it, you can remove that from the report as well. So these are the typical findings. It says it's 23 findings. I say, okay, build the report. So now after my review as an auditor, now it goes further. Once I have reviewed the findings of AI, it goes further and it finalizes the report. It compiles the report in PDF. Again, you have all the right to change it eventually and then distribute it. What important section does it covers? Apart from the findings, visual findings, yeah, or summarizing, it does risk assessment. We will talk about risk assessment because it's a really hot topic now in compliance industry, and how to establish the risk assessment system. Similarly, the risk register, that's a valuable information. Corrective action, as Asim has already been shared with you. So yeah, okay, it's still running. So this is now complete. This report has now been completed. Still, I have got the option here to edit it. But if I just say submit or print PDF, we will get the report. This whole report at this stage is also editable. You see the pen here? So this all section is editable, and the report which we just started now is something like this. This is the whole report. Typically, it took like, whatever time you can imagine. Okay. So this is about the application, the report. What else it does apart from doing inspection? It it focuses more on CAPA tracking, license permits, similar thing which an organization needs if it's using this application. But to to complete this whole thing, because right now what we were talking about inspection, and we are starting to build an ecosystem. So one thing which we were discussing, you have seen right now, is Inspection 360, which talks about inspection. But other thing which, as a consultant, as auditor, we face is the compliance part, uh, which is related to the organization, which wants to do risk management or do internal auditing, stuff like that, which is related to compliance purely. So for that, this ISO Compliance 360, I'd like to introduce you this application, and we will share the link, or you can go directly to this link. And what it does basically, Compliance 360 is a little bit bigger product as compared to Inspect 360. It has the same capabilities like Inspect 360, but there's more focus towards compliances.
Awesome, Asim. It was mind-blowing things that you explained, but it's still there is a lot of things to learn also, and you need to practice also.
Yeah, so my suggestion for you guys is this is the best because you don't have to sign up or do anything. If you go
Right.
to Compliance 360 and go for the live button, it will just show you the live again.
Yeah, that's true.
This explore live platform, so you don't have to enter a lot of documents, but you can explore completely.
Yeah. No, that's really excellent. I mean, there is a lot of opportunity also to save the time also, and it's awesome. I really impressed with this development, and it's a great opportunity for the auditor and consultant also. Yeah, and it's also is a free of cost. It's a 7 days trial that you can go and then you can do by yourself, and you do a practice also and figure out that if it is good for you or not.
Because see, guys, here is a lot of development, like, your self-development is important. Risk management is a topic people usually
Right. Yeah.
discuss. Again, audit management is, you might be aware of doing auditing, but there are so many standards that it's very difficult to track them and while doing auditing, refer them correctly. So
Yeah.
through AI auditing, it helps us a lot on auditing. Again, once we do the auditing, we have the findings which are supposed to be closed. So a kappa trail will complete that. So they all are interlinked. If you use one, you
Interlinked
will
to each
like the
other.
other way.
And I
And
love
yeah.
the you mentioned about the sustainability ECG part is very important nowadays. It's very buzzing word to all over the world that how you're gonna do it. It's amazing that we have also integrated into this software.
Exactly. And
Yes,
you mentioned about the management of change. So we have the management of change there.
But the two things that I want to mention here, when I started the ISO 9000 few years ago, and my slogan was change, otherwise change will change you. So it's better to change and accept the change and adopt the AI technology. And the good thing is that it's going to improve the quality, the compliances, reduce the cost, increase efficiency, and respond faster of the risk. And the change is
true.
nowadays is driven by, and it's better to accept it, is artificial intelligence, digital transformation, customer expectation is a lot, and sustainability goals and competitive pressure. Those are the things that if we do it faster before it's too late. That is my message for the change management.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Beautiful product you introduced. So, just a couple of questions. How cybersecurity is integrated, and most importantly, any issues you are facing, any bugs, errors, how much reliable globally, this application?
See,
Mr. You better introduce yourself
uh,
first, also your name and company.
wait.
Mr. Rana, working as a trainer, as an auditor, as a management consultant. So, that's the product we are looking for, by the way. Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you, sir.
the product itself is ISO 27001 certified. Since it's a compliance and our background is compliance related, we are auditor of 27,000 as well. There are two, three things now you guys might not know. You might have heard of Cloud Code, right? Most of the people know right now. So this product is also built on Cloud Code. And in Claude Code, since the AI is moving so fast, there are certain skills related to the cybersecurity because AI itself is will become an issue for the security. Uh, so yes, your question that what sort of security behind it? The application the on the platform which is built itself is now under a security audit on regular security audit for many reasons. If somebody start using it costs API credits. So whatever you are doing, you see where it says AI generated. What we are doing, we are sending we are charging. It costs us. APIs are money. So we are monitoring that. We are ensuring that whoever is coming in our system in the system they are like correctly managed. Uh, Plus, one more thing, this what this application does that it can integrate with the other ERPs Salesforce, Oracle, SAP. So that become the source of input. It can also link with that. Yeah, this is it. Compliance360.isexpert.com, and they have to click here. Here is Inspect
Yeah,
360.
that's a one.
Apart from that, we do have a question here.
Sure.
Can this software be used for an audit against standards such as API 5L and API Q1 and also ISO 9001 together for a line pipe industries?
Yes. Integrated management system. Yes,
Yeah.
it does. So we have various standards listed here. They all can be gone together with one organization if it's
Okay.
applicable.
Okay.
API is here. So various standards can be applicable to one organization, and you might be doing one audit at the same time. And the good part is it creates a checklist based on the organization context. So when I say organization context, it has the information of your previous audit results and the nature of your organization, which is a lot of things. So when it starts making the checklist, it looks in your document center what documents refer to what processes to be audited based on the last audit findings or the last audit plan or current audit plan. So it creates a customized checklist for each organization for each audit basically, and that's very helpful because we
Okay.
usually don't have a customized checklist for individual company. We manually we can do that, but here it saves a lot of time. It has the context, it knows the procedures of the company. You just go and say I want to create an audit checklist. Here this is the way I'm saying, like this is the way you make your checklist. So within the organization you have a checklist library, and when you click this library, now it says it's for internal audit. You want to create a checklist for external. You want a basic, like a less than 32 questions or a detailed checklist. And that's how it will start creating the checklist, which you can view and you can print it, right?
For the
So
company needs to buy the subscription, or for the individual can do it also. So I
both,
think
both, both,
is
both
very simple.
individual level you can do it too.
Yes, and the corporate level or
Corporate level.
enterprise level also you can do it.
There are two questions. One is accessibility. I think you were trying to ask about the accessibility. Accessibility, one way is, of course, the password, the authorized person, he can only visit his own domain, which is the company site. So nobody else can access it. Yes, his team members can do that too. But do we keep the audit trail of individual who access, because GDP required us to do the what time they access. So we keep all the audit trail regarding the login user access. So we have to keep that. The security of the data, for the backup of the data, for the accessibility of the data. We have our term of use page here, which explains you in detail. Let me. So you're talking about the trust and security issue. Who keeps the data, where it's kept, encryption level, tenant isolation, which I'm talking about you. authentication, how the authentication work, audit logging, we do audit log, backup recovery, data retention period, what we follows. So everything is, we have defined it here. Is 2 days, like, when I leave a website, for example, I'm a user of a Gmail, and when I leave the website, what I want to close my account. I have the right to delete all the data. I have the right to download my data. You, as the user, I'm talking about, not anybody else. So these are the typical requirement, plus the audit trail itself. Whenever this user has logged in, all the activities. So this is all available to you.
Thank you so much. And if you have any question, you can feel free. And then if you want to expand anything, more webinar like this in your office, corporate office, or your group of the people, we can help also for this session also.
All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us and your active participation. We really appreciate that. We will be conducting more of such webinars so that you can understand both of these platforms. There will be announcements related to the free sessions and also for the consultancy or the training of the tool. Other than that, if you're looking to apply for any of the training programs that we offer regularly, you can have a 10% additional discount uh, only if you follow our pages and engage with our post for 1 week. Then you can come to us and claim that. Apart from that, we will be looking forward to have you all join us late in our later webinars. Once again, thank you and take care.